I thought, I tip my hat to Oklahoma State. It's a tough situation they're in. Thought they played hard. They're down on quarterbacks. They're got an interim head coach. And I thought Coach Meacham, was a former offense coordinator for Coach Levine at U of H, I believe in 2013. I thought, they took a bunch of chances. That first score they had, they, ran the back up the chute and some we worked on, believe it or not, but it didn't play it. So I thought they did a great job of playing their tails off and staying in the ball game. And then the second half, I thought we converted a bunch on second and third downs. Had some big plays mixed in there. Ethan Sanchez, what was he, 5 of 5 or 4 of 4, or what was he? I think he hit them all, didn't he? But he did a good job of converting, so we got points. We rather had, called 4-point plays, touchdowns instead of field goals. We had some malfunction early in the kicking game. Gave them good field position. I didn't think we tackled well early, but I thought in the second quarter, third quarter, we tackled pretty darn well. So we'll take it. I told the guys in there, it's hard to win. That opponent's trying to win too, and we're just happy about the fact that we got out of here with a convincing win.
Willie, it's tied there in the second quarter late, and then you guys scored 2 quick touchdowns on Connor throws. How big of a shift there before halftime?
Well, I think it was huge, and then obviously we were receiving the ball begin the second half, and I think we got a field goal out of that, if I remember correctly, and so it was good. That gave us a bunch of momentum. Heck of a catch by Dean Connor, heck of a catch by Harvey Broussard. So there's some big plays by the receivers. We've seen Harvey do this in practice. Hasn't had very many opportunities in games, and I'm proud of him that he persevered and had toughness. A lot of guys would pout and be a little baby and not be able to go hard, and then when their numbers call, they don't answer it. He did, so I'm very proud of him.
In terms of just bouncing back from last week, even though it took a little while, I feel like the resilience was there to sort of
Yeah,
out of the week.
I think we had to get started with the game, and there's a few big plays they converted on. That I think in the first drive we had them on a third and long, and they converted and they scored. Afterwards, when they ran the back through the chute, we didn't cover them, but yeah, I thought the guys, it was a long week. We didn't play well the week before. And it was great that we had an opportunity to come out and play better. I still don't think we played great, and our guys probably agree with me. But we at times we played very efficiently.
After the last road game against Oregon State, with that being such a tough environment to play in and y'all winning that game, how encouraging is it to come out on the road in Oklahoma in your next road game and take care of business?
Yeah, it's traveling. It's always when you're taking 74 guys and all the support staff and coaches and guests and all those kind of things. Everybody's got to be on the same page, and I think everybody handled it in a first-class manner. There's no issues, no problems. I keep telling these guys over and over and over again, you get 12 of these opportunities guaranteed, and that's it. And you work 355 days a year for these 12 opportunities. And so you got to put everything into each week that you possibly can. And I feel like we're getting more and more guys doing that.
What did you think of Amari?
Yeah, he had a couple of big catches for us. Connor hit him with a couple dimes. Boy, there was one in the third quarter. There was just there's a little window, and he hit a perfect pass. Amari's, he's been picking it up here the last few weeks. Very proud of him.
That's something where you talked about wanting to get more guys involved like Harvey, but also some of the explosives were there.
Yeah, we had some explosive plays today. I think we had close to 500 yards of total offense. I think we ran the ball effectively. Just, I say it all the time. I'm a broken record, but if you can run the ball effectively, it really, really opens up the pass game, and you saw that today.
Really, a lot of focus will be on what you guys accomplished offensively, but the defense, a lot of 3 and outs that sort of sparked that run that y'all went on.
Yeah, really did. They got that score there at the end when we were playing a lot of guys. But I'm glad we went and got a chance to play a lot of guys. I'm going to watch that tape very closely. Some of the guys came in, took advantage of their opportunity, and some of them didn't. That's why they're not playing as much. But I thought, the trick play early, you get rid of that. We played pretty darn well defensively.
Was Stacy, something happened there?
Yeah, he got injured. I'm not exactly sure the status of him right now.